100 miles a week is the elite and professional distance running standard. And back in 2023, I actually built up to running 100 miles a week right here on this channel, and I documented the entire journey. Unfortunately, after the series was over, I ended up with a stress fracture and I was out of running for the entire season. This was a tough time, but I've always held on to this dream of redemption. This dream of one day getting back up to that 100 mile a week caliber and seeing what happens. I feel like I've learned a lot over the last 2 years, and I know if I can play the cards right, then over the next 12 weeks, we're gonna be able to build back up to that 100 mile a week level. Now that I'm done running at the collegiate level, the goal is to lay the strongest foundation that I can for the Boston Marathon in April. So without further ado, let's get into this video. Shoe choice of the day is going to be New Balance Rebel V5, which they came out with, I don't know when they came out with it, maybe a month ago, and it's been a pretty good little workout shoe for the couple workouts that I've done in it, and so we're gonna use that for the workout today. Just a good lightweight trainer that also can be used on long runs and stuff if you need a faster long run or whatever. It's just a good, I don't even know how to explain this shoe other than it's a good lightweight trainer. Also recently joined the athlete team over at Cadence, and they've been hooking me up with electrolytes, and so that's what I've been using to fuel my runs and stuff. And so whenever I need to hydrate before a run, I'm drinking some electrolytes. Whenever I need to, this is actually their caffeinated race is what they call it. And so with that, it has 100 milligrams of caffeine plus the electrolytes, and so you have the caffeine plus the sodium and electrolytes and everything you would get. So we're about to go out to the track. It's super hot out there, and so I'm gonna be drinking some of this. I think they're best known for the cans, the canned electrolyte drinks they have, and they're working on coming out with some caffeinated versions of those as well, and those are carbonated, and so I have some of those as well. I'll be drinking some of those after. Now I'm drinking this, and then I'm gonna get some water, and then I'm gonna head out to the track.
Love you, mama. Gotta tell your mom you love her before the track workout in case you don't make
it. We're out here at the beautiful Belhaven University track.
Cards filling up on the way over here. Heat index was 108.
Oh gosh.
Make sure you get that in there.
We're about to get cooked.
108.
108 heat index right now.
Actual temperature was 97.
Yeah, we're about to get cooked.
That was in Clinton though, so maybe it's
it's different in Jackson, you know?
Yeah.
Heard that's how it goes.
Jackson's hotter.
Further east you get.
Hell's Kitchen.
Just did a warm up, got about 2 miles in, and now we're about to get out here, get this workout going. My plan is to do 3x2 mile and start around 5:30s for the first average pace for the first one, and then maybe cut down a little bit, maybe stay around there. I don't know, just kind of depends on how it feels. It might end up cutting down a good bit, but we'll see. And then Adam, I think, is gonna do, what are you doing? Some miles?
Probably 3 by mile.
3 by mile, so I'm doing 3x2 mile, Adam's doing 3 by mile, and he's gonna try to, yeah, you could, honestly. He's gonna try to hop in on these reps and see what we got. Tyler's gonna be helping us film some stuff. He's got the setup right here. So ended up doing 2x2 mile and 1 by mile. That third 2 mile, like by the time I made it 2 in, I was just way too deep, and I was like, there's no way I can hit what I need to and get the effort right. So I was like, well, if we can just make it another mile, that'd be great. But I think the heat index real feel is like over 100. And so my body right now is feeling it for sure. And so hoping to get some, I mean, that's a good starting place, I'd say. I mean, my thought on that right now is like, okay, we started well, and that's like first run of the build, and like I'm like, all right, cool, that's where we are. It's like a honest take on exactly where we are. So now we're gonna get moving and get started, and we'll be ready to roll. Yeah.
All right, we're back up again today. It's like 6:36 in the morning right now. And I'm gonna go out the door, gonna run 4 miles, and then planning on lifting later and also getting a little bit of a run in there. So that's kind of what I have planned today. It's Wednesday. I'm tired right now. Whenever you do that evening workout and then you come back and run again the next day, it's just like a slap in the face. Just one foot in front of the other. The thing I really need to focus on in this build is making sure that my cadence is high, because if it's not high and I'm spending too much time in the air, it puts added strain on the tibia, it puts added strain on just the rest of my body. And so I need to just make sure that I'm doing the marathon shuffle as opposed to doing the big, powerful, I come from a 1500 meter background, kind of a middle distance background. And so I need to make sure that I'm doing more of like the long distance shuffle as opposed to the big, powerful 1500 3K run. And so, especially if I'm running easy, like closer to 170 is probably where I want to be, and it just takes a lot of the strain off of the body. So I've got the Garmin Forerunner 970 right here. This thing is like Garmin's newest watch in the 900 series. My running tolerance right now is, the GoPro doesn't work very well with this focusing, but you can see how it says 59 miles a week. So it thinks that I can run 59 miles a week safely right now, which I think is a good thing. So that means that my starting point is going to be in the 50s, and we can slowly build up from 50 something miles a week to 100 by the time we get to week 12. All right, so as far as I'm feeling, I'll say I'm feeling like a 5 out of 10. Not good, not the worst I've ever felt, but it makes sense. I did a workout 12 hours ago in the heat. Now we're back out in the heat doing it again. And so, just gonna get 4 miles in this morning. I'm gonna lift later. I'm gonna come back and jog a few more miles on the treadmill. Get to around 7 on the day. So, yeah, should be good. All right, so I got 4 miles and 7:30 per mile pace. So, where we're at today. And yeah, it was like a light effort, but definitely not feeling like 100% right now. And so just getting the work in, and we'll come back later this afternoon, jog a few more miles on the treadmill. So in the gym, getting a little bit of a lift in, hitting legs, nothing too crazy. But
definitely not too crazy.
Nothing too crazy today. Getting the legs moving, getting some blood flow, keeping the muscles going. Single leg RDLs right now. That's a marathon.
Oh yeah, 12 hours?
Yeah. I don't know how long it would take. Mile and a half into the second run of the day. 1.6 miles. Set the treadmill to 7:30, put it on a 1 incline, and now we're just rolling.
0.76, baby.
It's only almost a mile.
Water break time.
There it is. 3 miles, 7:35 a mile.
Piece of cake, honestly.
130 average heart rate. We're set. Time to head back to the house, maybe get some lunch, edit a video, and yeah.
Go to the bar.
That's about it. This man's going to the bar.
To the bar. It's my job. I'm not an alcoholic.
He's not an alcoholic, he just...
Well, it's a little bit of both.
He's a bartender, but
I swear
he still works out. He still works out. Look at that.
Just did 26 minutes on the treadmill. And he also lifted. He also did legs with me, so.
Oh my gosh, dude, my calves.
All right, so I want to take a second to break down exactly how I'm planning on building up to running 100 miles a week over the course of the next 12 weeks. Like I said, this week we are going to be at 53 miles or so, and then over the course of the next like 12 weeks, we want to get up to 100. And so this week we're at 53, next week we're going to be at 58, the following week we're going to be at 63, so we're increasing by about 5 miles a week or so, around 10%. And then for that fourth week, we take a down week and we're going to go back down to the same mileage we were running in week 1, which is this week, which would be 53 to 54 miles. So that's kind of like where we stand right now. And so we have three weeks of building, and then we have an offload week. And then for that fifth week, we jump right into like 68 miles, and then we go 68 to 73, 73 to 77, 77 back down to that 63 number in week 8. And so it's like 3 weeks of build, offload, 3 weeks of build, offload. And I'm planning on doing this over the course of the next 12 weeks. And the way that I'm kind of structuring these workout days specifically is like Monday's gonna be recovery and Tuesday is gonna be a workout. Wednesday, it has the potential to be a workout or like an easier long run day. And then Thursday is recovery, Friday's recovery, Saturday's long run, Sunday's recovery, back on Monday for a recovery, Tuesday for a workout, Wednesday potentially, like I said, for a workout as well. And so we're on a 7-day cycle. And what I'm thinking is we get a little bit later into the training block, as we get in a little bit later into this training build, is that Wednesday session can become kind of a longer aerobic session. So we could have a Tuesday workout where we're focusing on threshold, and then we come back the next day, and instead of running 5-minute pace, we're running 5:45 pace or something like that. It's like Tuesday can be a threshold day, and then Wednesday can be like this 5:45, 6 flat pace that's more of an aerobic effort. If I had to describe what happens whenever you stack like a Tuesday and a Wednesday workout like that, it's kind of like a double threshold whenever you're just stacking 2 stimuli together. And what ends up happening is you just get like this big fitness bump from it, and then you recover on that Thursday, you recover on that Friday, and then you come back for a long run on that Saturday, recover on Sunday, recover on Monday, and then you're back for that Tuesday, Wednesday. That's where like your fitness is building. And so that's kind of how I like to structure my weeks. That's what I'm planning on doing over the course of the next 12 weeks. And this is just laying the foundation for me to set up for a really strong training build for Boston whenever I really start training for Boston in December. So that's kind of what my thought is right now. That's kind of how I'm planning on structuring out everything. And yeah, I think it should be, I feel like this is a way that is very effective. It's very safe. I'm not jumping 10 miles a week. I'm not going 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 and doing it in the course of 6 weeks. I'm doing it very gradually, and I'm trying to allow my body room to adapt. And with that, it's hopefully going to allow me to build up to higher mileage and to do so in a healthy way. All right, so it's 5:30 in the morning of the day. We're gonna go out, we're gonna run 12 miles, get a little bit of a long run in, and then we're also hosting a run club. So I'm meeting up with my friend Slater. We're gonna meet up at the same place the run club meets up, and then we're gonna go and we're gonna run 9 miles. Should be done by around 6:30. And then once we're done with that, the run club is a 5K. So, or like right around 3 miles. So then should have 12 miles in the day. And it's always like a fun experience. So I started hosting this group run in Jackson, Mississippi in tandem with Native Coffee. And the first week we hosted, I think we had 20-something people show up. And last week we had 40-something people show up. So now we could have 60 or 80 people show up. I don't know. Maybe it's closer to 40, which would be a little bit more manageable. But yeah, that's kind of, it's been a fun thing that we've been doing. I'm about to eat one of these Cadence 40 grams of carbohydrates and sodium bars. This is the chocolate one. It tastes like Cocoa Krispies. Fire. Yeah, so good. So we also have these new unreleased shirts that came in yesterday, and I'm testing them out today. Anyways, let's get moving. Get the job done.
Staring at the
12 miles at 7:13 a mile. The last 3 miles were just like with the run club, and so first 9 miles were with Slater. We ran like 7-minute pace, like 7 flat, and then in the last 3 miles just kind of like messing around, going back and forth. I was carrying the camera, taking photos, and so fun way to log some extra miles. And now just hanging out, gonna get some coffee, and yeah, that's it.